Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Box to Box on AFTV with myself, Marty, the host. If you haven't already, please subscribe, please like, and please stick your comments in the comments section. Today, you have got Matty and Marty. Matty has very, very kindly come on to let the audience know, the listeners at home, about Slavia Prague in the Champions League, Tuesday afternoon, early evening, big game, looking forward to it. So, Matty, thank you very much for coming on. How are you, mate?
I'm good, mate. Thank you for having me.
Absolute pleasure, my man. Absolute pleasure. So let's get straight into it. Obviously, Slavia Prague. You're in the Champions League. I believe you were champions last season of your league. You play at the Fortuna Arena. Holds 19,370. If I'm correct.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And there's another name for your ground. Was it Eden?
Yeah, we call it Eden. Yeah.
Brilliant. So what's behind that?
To be honest, I don't even know the story, if I'm completely fair. It's just been a long-term name because Fortuna Arena is obviously based on the name of the sponsor, but the
Right.
fans have been calling it Eden for years. To be honest, that's what we all know it as, and that's the way that Czech people would speak about it.
Fantastic, good stuff. So obviously in the Champions League, you won your league, the Czech First League last season by finishing top. Your main rival, Sparta Prague. And what are those derby games like?
Very intense. It takes over the whole city in a way. For a lot of
Yeah.
fans, I believe that when the derby comes on for the whole week, we talk about nothing else. Me personally, I get nervous a long time before it. As my actual personal opinion, I hate that game so much because when we win, it's more of a relief. But when we lose or when we draw, it's just a bad feeling until we play them again. So yeah, really intense. It tends to be even quite dangerous a little bit around Prague at
Really?
that time. Yeah,
So Matty,
but yeah,
talk,
very
talk,
intense.
talk to me about, listen, I know how passionate you guys are. Obviously, the one thing that I love about Champions League football is when European teams come to town, they'll be, singing, chanting up in the stands, scarves up, throughout the whole game, whether you're, 1-0 up, 1-0 down, 5-0 down, etc. The passion and the energy is unrivaled, and I love that about football. So your fans, the energy and the passion, where does that come from? And explain to everyone watching what that means to you, football, and how much you love it and your club.
Gotcha. Mate, we just have an amazing fan base. As a matter of fact, there is a YouTube channel called The Ultras World that every year releases a sort of ranking of international fans and how good they are. And in
Okay.
2024, the Slavia fans were actually voted to be first.
Really?
Yeah, so we were considered to be the best fans in the world, and I will back that statement 100%. What Arsenal fans can
Wow.
expect is choreographies, chanting, loudness, intensity, passion. Where that comes from, we are, I believe, very organized on the
Yep.
stands. We have a speaker. Our main stand of the active fans, Tribuna Sever, is infamous around the world. We are truly, I don't know how to put it. It's just like when it comes to European nights, especially against teams like Arsenal, who, objectively speaking, are bigger, richer, and
Yep.
stronger than us,
Yep.
the result becomes almost secondary. We're there to have a good time. And I believe even if we will lose by a lot, we will still support our players the whole 90 minutes and we'll just have a great time either way. And yeah, we all love our club, and for us to be in the Champions League is a source of great pride. I
Yep.
believe in our modern history, it's only the third time that we've actually made it to the Champions League, and we are
Yeah.
yet to experience a Champions League win. So hopefully, it will come for the first time on Tuesday.
Yeah, fantastic. So obviously you're talking about the chanting and the organisation. So this is one thing that's always really made me think the question of how does this organisation of all these chants, the seamless you just seamlessly go from one chant to another, like it's almost rehearsed. It's like, for me, when I look at away fans, I think sometimes like you all go off like days before and you say, right, we're gonna sing this one, we're gonna sing this chant, then we're gonna go into this one, then we're gonna go into that one, then we're gonna. It's like, how do you get a collective of 3 to 6 thousand fans all singing from the same hymn sheet, quite literally,
Hmm.
and choreographing that so that it's seamless and effortless, and there's it's all completely within tune.
Hmm. Well, personally, I'm not a part of the group that organizes all of this, but we have a very strong ultras group who are amazing at what they do. I'll take your question piece by piece. When it comes to the chants, it's songs that we've known for years, and if it's perhaps a new song or a new chant, they use social media to just publish it maybe a few days ago, and they're like, "This is something new that we will try," and then we do try it, and it gets added into the what you call the chant sheet. But the way the organization actually works is that from our guys who are the ultras or who are leading the support, there is one guy or two who are the support leaders, and they're in
Yeah,
the middle of our main stand, like I said,
yeah.
Tribuna Sever, and they have a microphone or an actual speaker, and they tell us what to sing in that moment. So it is very organized, and we basically do as we are told in a way. But
Wow.
that's what creates the atmosphere. That's what creates the unity, and that's something that's unfortunately missing from English football. Because objectively speaking, I believe European continental atmospheres are way better than English.
Look, 100%. And do you know what? As fantastic as the Emirates is, and that's something that's happened more this season than last season. The atmosphere has been better, and I don't have any problems whatsoever with whoever sort of day trippers that want to come. But obviously, these corporate, which you need, the corporate environment pays for the club, and it brings finance into the club. I completely understand that, not knocking it, but exactly what you're saying, the real raucous, unadulterated, loud atmosphere that just gets you vibed and inspired and live, sometimes can be missing because there is a dilution of the real hardcore fan that, like the chanting. Sometimes I can be sat in the Emirates and I'm thinking, it sounds like there's 20,000 people here just because, or it's very disjointed with chants and sometimes where I sit, I'll see constant different faces around.
Yeah.
And I understand you've got to sell tickets, but I'd imagine where you sit, absolutely everyone around, and everyone is in. You know that your mate, Peter, he's over there, and Lushni, he's over here, and etc. And that, I think, that essence right there is a lot about football, and it really brings the atmosphere home to to the team, and obviously it helps them to perform.
Hmm. I agree with you 100%. Football should be around culture. It is sad that English stadiums don't have it. My personal opinion is that ticket prices in England are through the roof. So people
Yes.
who could actually be passionate and be there week in and week out simply can't afford it, and I don't blame them. I've been to a few Premier League games myself, and yeah, it's been difficult. But yeah, it's exactly like you said. Although I don't sit, I stand the whole 90 minutes. On the stand where I go,
I
you
bet.
cannot sit down. You have to be standing. Otherwise,
I
they will
bet. I
tell you to
bet you
leave.
get told off.
Exactly.
It's the opposite of the Emirates. If you stand, you get told off. But where you are, if you sat down, you'd get told off. So,
Yeah,
just
no,
out of
that.
interest, what Premier League grounds have you been to? What Premier League games have you been to go and watch?
I used to live in England actually back in the
Okay.
day, and I was a West Ham fan.
Wow.
So I've been to a few West Ham games, but I don't like the new stadium. It never really felt like home, if I'm completely honest.
No, 100% on you, spot on.
Yeah, I've been to a Fulham game and I've been to a few lower league games.
Okay.
But yeah, from the Premier League, just West Ham. Oh, and I've been to when Slavia played Chelsea away a few years ago.
Fantastic. Just out of interest, a question: how much do you pay then? You spoke about ticket prices. How much is a ticket to a Slavia Prague game, and B, how much is a season ticket?
Um, that's the thing. I have a season ticket, so I'm not sure about the actual normal regular prices. But the season ticket that I paid for, I think I paid 5,500 Czech crowns. or 6,000 Czech crowns. I'm not sure. In euros, roughly maybe a little below 300 euros per season.
So €300 for a season ticket.
Yeah, roughly.
And how many games is in that?
18,
18 games.
18 because 15 in the league, free. We
Yeah.
have a weird playoff system that's awful, so
Yeah.
usually we have that as well, and also a few more games because the season ticket applies to domestic cup. So when we play our version of the FA Cup, let's say, I still get access to that.
Fantastic. Um, so €300 for a season.
Roughly. I
Wow.
hope I did the conversion right. I won't lie, but yeah.
Good stuff. So how are you guys playing at the moment?
It's not the best right now. At the same time, though, right now we are third, but we are 3 points behind from the top, so I can't complain too much. But for sure, last year when we won the league, we appeared stronger on the domestic scene.
Yeah.
We are not scoring enough, in my opinion, right now. We have a series of three draws in a row, and all of
Three
them were
nil
nil
nils.
nil. Yeah.
Yeah.
So sadly, it's just not going our way at the moment. In Europe, I believe we've had two good games and one bad game. Our first game against Bodo Glimt, that was 2-2 at home. I believe we
Yeah.
should have won that, and we were a little unlucky there. Then we had a
Yeah.
away game at Inter Milan where we lost 3-0, and we showed nothing. We didn't show passion, we didn't show commitment. It was just a bad away game for us. And then we played the most recently at Atalanta Bergamo, where it was 0-0. But
Yeah.
we actually did put on a very decent display.
Wow. Good stuff. So, your thoughts surrounding Arsenal and Arsenal coming to town? What have you watched of Arsenal, and what do you think of us? Obviously, this season, how we're performing, and how do you feel about the game?
Mhm. I to answer for the whole city, I think a lot of people are excited because
Yeah.
here in the Czech Republic, you will find a lot of Arsenal fans.
Yeah.
Maybe arguably, it will for sure be one of the most supported English team in the city. So the tickets were in high demand, and a lot of
Mhm.
people who are not Slavia fans all of a sudden were asking me to get them tickets.
Wow.
Me personally, I'm very excited because I lived in London. I am always really happy when we get an English team coming over.
Yeah.
Arsenal is an amazing team. You guys have a very strong squad this season. You are absolutely incredible. All in all, it's excitement, but there is also, the reality check in us that we, of course, hope that we will win or that we will put on a result, but we understand it. We will need a miracle on that day.
Yeah.
However, to be fair, we tend to do really good when the opposition team underestimates us. So
Yeah.
if Arsenal underestimates us again, you never know what will happen.
Yeah, look, Champions League football, and I believe that every team is in the Champions League for a reason, because they've earned their right to play in that competition. And for me, again, it's the best football. I prefer it to international football, if I'm honest with you.
I
I just
agree
think
with you.
it's electric. They're teams that are put together strategically by clubs. They play week in, week out with each other. They're chosen players, and I just think the levels of football are the best. And that's just my personal opinion. And I'm really looking forward to the game. Slightly earlier kick-off at 5:45 our time. I believe it's 6:45 your time. You're an hour in front. So can we get a score prediction from you, please?
Well, I gotta be a Slavia fan and say 1-0 for us. But if I was to be realistic, I think 3-1 for Arsenal.
Wow. Okay. Look, I mean, interesting you say. I'm put up to look, and I don't say it with any disrespect. I think Arsenal have pleasantly surprised me this season.
Yeah,
Obviously, our clean sheet record, we're not conceding.
incredible.
We're covering all the boxes, and I do generally believe we're the best team currently in the Premier League. I'm going to go for 3-0.
Hmm.
I just think I think it will be a rotated squad. I think we'll see changes in defence, similar to in our League Cup game, but I think you'll see the personnel out there that need to be. I think defensively, yeah, we're amazing, and we've got lots of options in the midfield. I think he'll keep it I think you'll see Rice and Zubomendi playing, and obviously Gyökeres. It'll be. I'm looking forward to seeing how he's going to perform in this game as well. That's going to be of definite interest to me. So, look, Matty, thank you so much for coming on. Really appreciate it. You've been an absolute superstar. Do you want to drop your socials in here so that people can follow you and?
As a matter of fact, my personal socials are not that relevant, but me and my friends have started an organization for international Slavia fans. So if
Brilliant.
you would like to know more about the team and if you would like to know more about what we stand for, please go on Instagram and look up Slavia Internationals and get in touch with us. If you're ever in Prague and you want tickets or you want to find out more about the team, please get in touch with us. We'll be very happy to help you. At the end, I would like to add a little personal note that I've been asked to do by my friends who are also involved in Slavia. To all of your fans, welcome to our city. We are very happy to have you, but please show some respect. Prague is a beautiful town. We understand it's a very favorite destination for your stag parties, but people still live in the city. Please show some, kindness and respect and enjoy our beer because it's absolutely awesome.
Love that, mate. And listen, I wish that I was coming, but I will be in the studio doing the watch along for it, which will be live from 5:15. Please check out all of AFTV's other content. And if you're going to the game, as Matty said, please respect Prague. And yeah, it's a shame I'm not there to meet you, but looking forward to coming to town, getting the result and nicking the points off here, as always. So yeah, guys, that's been Matty. I've been Marty. This has been AFTV. Please subscribe, please like, please let us know in the comments what you thought of the show today. Show Matty some love on the Instagram page that he said, and obviously if you guys ever need to go to Prague, he is your guy and he will hook you up. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Take care, stay safe. I hope it's been fun, educational and informative. See you soon.